with new Power head coach Kyle Julius. Kyle, you just finished your first ever draft. How did that go?
It was a little bit nerve-wracking, a little bit rushed from the time we got out of the combine itself to having to, get here and make the first pick. We were actually almost late. So it was exciting. I kind of been in their shoes, those players a little bit. I've been through similar things, so I know what they're feeling. And some of the guys that didn't get picked tonight, I know it was disappointing and painful. So you put all those emotions together. Even for us as a staff, it was a little bit nerve-wracking. But I got to tell you, we're really, really happy with the guys that we took, especially our first overall pick. Some of the other guys are talented, and they're going to fit our scheme and our group really well. So it was a great night.
Did you really get all the players that you really felt like you wanted?
Yeah, I think we did. We made a trade, and there's some behind-the-scenes movement to that trade as well. We got the guy we wanted first overall for sure. The other guys are really, really good, and they're talented pieces, so we're going to be able to fit them in. I think now the next step is bringing them into training camp, and like you said, it's hard to get a full grasp, you saw these guys for like 4 hours maximum, and it was a kind of a wacky environment with hundreds of guys playing. The courts were small, and all these things. So yeah, I think we did a good job. We bring them into camp now. We got to do some research on these kids now and get to know them a little bit better. I've given them some programs and some workout stuff to study. So I think once we bring them in, we'll be able to get to know them a lot better and go from there.
I heard that Robert Dewar is someone who you've actually known for a very long time. And he's actually someone who's playing on our development team as well. So talk a bit about Robert and what he can bring to the team.
Yeah, I'm happy to have Rob. I think he's at the bottom of his ceiling. I think he can get a lot bigger, a lot stronger, a lot faster, a lot better. But ironically, when I was playing basketball at University of Guelph, he was a younger kid that would come in the gym and kind of hang out and be around the gym, and I've worked him out a few times. So I've known him for a long time. I know his family. I know he's a great kid, and I'm looking forward to working with him.
Let's talk a bit about you. So you're the new head coach. What's your coaching philosophy? What do you plan to do with the team?
Well, I want to build toughness. And I want to build chemistry. I have some ideas as to how to do that, and I think if we do that, the next step will be, the biggest part of my philosophy is being in the best shape possible, mentally and physically. And I know that if we're in the best shape, we'll have a chance to win every night. Systematically, we're going to run different things, but all that comes down to your personnel and who you're playing against. So philosophically, I want to outwork teams. I want to out-prepare teams. And if we do that, good things will happen.
So when you first get into practice, the first day of training camp, what's the first thing you're going to tell all the guys? What's the first thing you're going to do with all of them?
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get to know each other. It might not even be an actual practice, but I want every kid on this team needs to know where each other's from. Their parents, their backgrounds. Do they have brothers? Do they have sisters? What's your best basketball moment? We gotta start to form a bond and a trust amongst each other. What are your dreams? What are your goals? I think once you do that with people and there's a bond formed, Francis, then you can really start to, fight for each other. You can't really play hard for the guy next to you if you don't really know what makes him tick. And I want to get to know these guys. I want to learn everybody, and I want them to learn me and get to know me. And that'll be the first thing we do. Yeah.
And you talked about the players learning about you. You were once a player as well, just not too long ago, actually. Do you think being so closely not removed from it, just being so recent, do you think that's something they will be able to relate to and that will help out, or do you think that might be kind of a problem?
No, I think it will. I think it'll help. I liked playing for younger coaches that I felt like I could talk to and relate to. Now, it's really important to have some veteran coaches, some experienced coaches, and we're going to have a great staff with some older guys that have been around 20, 30 years high-level basketball under their belts. And so I think we're going to have the combination of the two. But yeah, I'd like to think that guys would like to play for me. They'd like to relate to me. I've been now training guys at a really high level for, almost 6 or 7 years. And I've kind of learned to really get a feel for what makes guys better, what makes them tick, and what to do and what not to do. And then along the way, having been a coach's son, I've got a good feel for the game as well. So I'm going to need some help. I know I don't know everything, but I'm confident I can get these guys to play.
Awesome. So that was Kyle Julius, who's the new coach for the Mississauga Power. Good luck at training camp and the rest of the season.
Thanks, Francis.
Thank you.